Hey guys, welcome back. So now we're going to start setting up things in the environment. So we're going to create some spikes. So we're going to create a new game object and we're just going to call it spikes. We're then going to give it a sprite renderer. And under project, if we go back to Sunnyland, I believe, yep. Under environment, props, you're going to see spikes. So we're going to drag that into the sprite renderer. Then we're going to make them a bit bigger. Set the sorting layer to be enemy. Then we'll click scene. So they're up a little bit too high. We're going to go 0, 0, 0. And then we're just going to set them on the ground. A little bit lower. Cool. Then we're going to give it an enemy controller. We're just going to select instant defeat. Oh wait, they don't have a collider on them. We're going to give them a box collider 2D. Then just make sure the collider is good. We don't want the player to like nick the side of it and get hit because it'll be a little bit cheap. So we're just going to drag this in here a little bit. Cool. Oh, we forgot to set it to trigger, so we'll set it to trigger. And it's that simple. So since we set up our enemy controller to work very generically, we can just add things like this. So if you had like a lava sprite or like a falling rock sprite or something like that, it would essentially be the exact same thing. We're going to continue to use the spikes just because we're running out of things that we can use from this asset pack, but that's okay. We're then going to start to want to make an environment. However, things are going to get very unorganized very quickly. So we want to keep things as organized as possible. And in the process of figuring this out, we're going to cause a few bugs, but that's okay. We're going to create a new game object and we're going to call this environment. Then we're going to make a new object again. Whoops. As a child called collectibles. We're going to make another one. We're going to rename this to objects. We're going to have another one called background. Then we're also going to create a new game object that is outside. So it will be a parent and we'll call it enemies. And then we're going to drag our frog into enemies. We're going to drag our eagle into enemies. We're going to drag our spikes under objects. Our gem under collectibles. Our background under background. Our platform under objects. And then we accidentally dragged background in here. We're going to bring it back under background. Okay, so now we've got this environment which has our collectibles, objects, which is going to be like our platforms, our spikes, like grass, stuff like that. And then our background panels, because we're going to have a lot of them. So we're just going to create some more. Okay. Now if we click play, you're going to notice that the eagle moved down and then back up and then just stopped moving. So if we go to our enemies and then under eagle, and then we click our enemy controller, or sorry, we're going to click our move along path controller. you're going to see this transform.position equals. So this is one of the bugs I was talking about. This is going to create a bug. And basically what's happening is we have our eagle and we're moving to transform.position. However, transform.position includes the location of our parent. And since our eagle is now a child of our enemy's container, it will start moving itself according to the enemy's parent game object rather than its actual transform in comparison to this game object. So what we can do first of all is go to enemies and make sure it's 0, 0, 0. And then we're going to do the exact same thing for background. If it changed, same with objects and environment. So you're going to see this starts shifting things. We want all of our parent directories to have a transform of 0, 0, 0. This background's a little bit too far away. So we're going to move it a little bit in. Now if we click play, you're going to notice that the bird is now moving to the side when the game first loads. And if we go back to eagle, it's because now we've changed the position of everything. And so if we go to our move along path controller, it's no longer the exact same position as it is here because we moved our environment. So all we need to do is set the X back to wherever the eagle currently is for both of our elements, and that should fix that bug. And it's going a little bit lower than I want it to be. So we're going to drag it up here and set this to be its top. And then maybe about there. So as you can see, shifting around game objects and stuff and putting them in different containers can really start to mess things up. So that's why we're doing it right now. And we're setting everything under the exact same stuff. So from now on, whenever you add anything, you want to add it under the correct subfolder. And if you create something else, then create a new sub.